One of the things that the great Tom Morey, the inventor of the boogie board, once said is, teach your children the greatest thrill of all, the thrill of riding the moving wall. And the pure, and the word is stoke, the pure stoke of surfing, of standing up, and you're at the top of this moving mountain, and often there's the offshore wind, and it's like you're in a shower, and all this energy, and dropping into these waves, and being able to just bank off the bottom and bring it up, and having the wave throw over you. And it's like someone said that, like Formula One car drivers or Indy car drivers, the faster you go, the slower it goes, and you can see it. And that exhilaration is tough to beat. It's the stoke, and that's the secret of surfing. And it's all about planning your life around the direction of the swell and the tide and the wind. Huntington Beach is this long, flat place that it's really good in the wintertime, not so good in the summertime. And because it's this kind of this urban beach, everybody can come right down Highway 39 and you're there. And so the guys that surfed Huntington were aggressive because there were so many people. And a lot of times when the surf was blown out, because by about 11 o'clock in Huntington Beach, the westerly wind comes and the waves are blown to smithereens. But the guys that were really into surfing figured out that at 11 o'clock, if you left Huntington and went south, the big promontory here is Dana Point. The wind would come over the hill, and then behind it, right here, was this river mouth where Doheny is, and it would suck the wind there, so it always blows offshore at Doheny when the westerly wind is blowing out the rest of Orange County. So that got the guys down here. And as you went south of there, you would come to San Clemente, and San Clemente Pier was a big, it was hard to surf there because if you lost your board, it would go into the pilings. And the current on a south swell would take you into, so people just surfed the west side or north side of the pier. And then T Street was a great social beach. Easy surf. I was a lifeguard there for 4 years. And then from there, you went again to Cotton's Point, which is this huge left-hand break. And around the corner from Cotton's Point, again, the idea of a big point, and on the other side of it, it could blow offshore, the famous uppers and lowers Trestles, and then Church, San Onofre. So those are the prime surf spots around here. And there is Pochi down here, which I was never a Pochi surfer, but it was like the end of Beach Road and a little reef, and there's some beach breaks along, but primarily that was where we surfed in the late 50s, early 60s. In my generation, the things we did, they call us colorful characters. Today they just call us criminals. It's like you walk up to this no trespassing sign at Trestles, the Marines are patrolling, right? And you just had to figure out how to get past the Marines to go surfing. And so you would park your car in the bushes there, and literally at the crack of dawn, you would sneak in and time it so that the Marine Corps patrols would miss you. Or sometimes you'd get onto the beach, and here they'd come in the Jeep, and it was like you're running in the soft sand with this 40-pound surfboard, and you barely get in the water, and the guy's standing on the beach, and he's apoplectic that he can't get you to come in. And it was really an issue, and if they caught you, they would take your surfboards and they would confiscate them and take them down the main side, and you'd have to go down there to get them. And Peter figured out, why not leave a surfboard in the bushes, which we called the jungle, and then he wouldn't have to schlep it down there and all that stuff. So unfortunately, because he surfed there so much, people, when they got caught, they started saying their name was Peter Van Dyke. So when they finally actually caught Peter, it was a horror show. They had him like, multiple times, you've done this, whatever. And then the PS of the story is, there was a fire in the bushes and his board burned up.